If you use the Thruway to commute, maybe zip around on the weekends, or for a long road trip here across the state, you might have something to say about this proposed toll hike. The first and only public meeting in Western New York is happening right now in Cheektowaga. The toll hike would be the first in 14 years in terms of being system-wide. The interim director of the Thruway Authority says that extra money will cover the rising costs of steel and gravel to make sure everything stays safe. Toll prices are locked in for this year, but if approved, starting next year, the increase would go from 4.5 cents a mile up to, 4.5 cents per mile up to 4.7 cents per mile. This is for Easy Pass customers. Again, the first of 5 public meetings started just last hour. We're going to go live right now to 2 on Your Side's Andy Payton, who is showing up for that meeting right now. Andy, who have you heard from so far? And I know this still goes on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Michael, that's right. We've heard from a few residents so far. As you mentioned there, that first meeting is taking place behind us now, allowing the public to comment on the Thruway Authority's proposed toll hike increase. And the same resistance that we've seen from state comptrollers and state legislators, we're seeing that from the public as well. In fact, just a few minutes ago, we heard from a woman who used the word bullied to describe what the Thruway Authority is doing, saying that the proposal is forcing her to get an Easy Pass just to continue to travel as she normally would for medical purposes and for personal reasons. Take a listen to this.
I do understand that there needs to be increases, but I feel like I'm being penalized for mismanagement. I don't know what else to call it. Okay, every time something is not right, the public suffers.
And now, Michael, we know there are a lot of numbers for our viewers to understand, so we want to break this down to give you an idea of the impact here. Take a look at this. As of right now, that 36-mile trip from downtown Buffalo to Batavia would cost drivers with New York Easy Pass $1.35 and $1.75 for those who pay by mail. After the first set of these changes go into place in 2024, that same 36-mile trip would cost drivers with a New York Easy Pass $1.42 and $2.48 by mail. And then after the second set of these changes go into place in 2027, it would cost Easy Pass holders $1.49 and $2.61 by mail. So where you're really seeing the biggest difference here is that toll by mail category. And now this is just the first of 5 meetings that are going to be held for the public over the next month, with a final one taking place on June 5th virtually. Reporting live in Cheektowaga, Andy Payton, Channel 2 News.
All right, Andy, we'll look for another update on this later on. Thank you.